This tutorial will show you how to use Examview to export a question bank into Blackboard to use when creating tests and quizzes. So to do that, we need to begin with Examview, which should already be installed on your computer. So I'm going to go to Start, All Programs. It is under E-Instruction, Examview, and then we want Test Generator. From there, the program loads. We want to open an existing question bank. Depending on what subject areas you teach, you may have multiple question banks, and that happens each time you install Examview. So for this one, I'm going to go to Algebra 1. And then from within here, I want to go to the pre-made assessments. And in the pre-made assessments, one of them is a cumulative bank, and that's what you want because it's going to have all of the questions. So I'm going to choose this Chapter 3 cumulative bank, and I'm going to click Open. When I do that, it opens a page that has all of the questions that Examview contains for the chapter I chose. This is Chapter 3. At this point, I want to export this file into a file that I can bring into Blackboard to build my tests and quizzes. So I'm going to come over here to File, and I'm going to go to Export. And I want to choose Blackboard 7.1 to 9.0 because we have a higher version of Blackboard. Now I need to tell it where to save it so that I can easily find it. I'm going to stick it on my desktop, and I am going to call this one Chapter 3 Cumulative Bank. I'm going to copy that because I'm going to use that again. I'm going to hit Save. So now my pool name is Chapter 3 Cumulative Bank. My directory name, which is what's going to show up within Blackboard, is Chapter 3 Cumulative Bank. And I'm going to click OK. At this point, I can close Examview if I'm done with it, or I can just minimize it. And I'm going to go into my Blackboard class. So here is my Blackboard class. When I am in the Blackboard class, I want to go over on the left-hand side to Control Panel, and I want to find the button that says Class Tools. Click on Class Tools, and then find at the very bottom the one that says Tests, Surveys, and Pools. And we're going to click on Tests, Surveys, and Pools. Then I'm going to click on Pools because that's what I'm going to upload as a set of questions. And I am going to choose Import Pool. Now I need to browse my computer for that file that I saved, and I saved it on the desktop to make it easy to find. Here it is. It is a zipped folder. It's got the little zipper on it. Chapter 3 Cumulative Bank. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to click Open. It's going to hold it right here, and I'm going to hit Submit. It takes a second. It uploads it, and it tells me that it has been completed. So now to check and see if that pool is available, I am going to go to one of my tests. So I can drop down on this test right here, and I can say I'm going to edit this test to add some more questions. When using questions from a pool, we're going to choose Reuse and Find Questions. On the left-hand side, I can see my pools. There is that Chapter 3 pool. It had 39 questions in it. So here are those questions that I uploaded from Examview. To preview a question, I can click on the little box in front of the question text, and that will show me what the question looks like. If it's a question I want to add to my test, I can just put a check mark in front of those questions, and then I can click Submit. When you click Submit, it adds those questions to your test. Now at any point, you can go in and you can edit any of those questions by clicking on the drop down behind the question and choosing Edit. And that will allow you to edit the question text, how you want the options displayed, or your answers. You can also always include feedback for a correct or incorrect response. I'm going to cancel that. And that is how you upload question pools into Blackboard.